We didn't talk about this, but I said it to Jason Garrett as soon as we saw that play live on Sunday.
Right.
The throw from Caleb Williams to DJ Moore. I said to Jason Garrett, that's Montana to Clark. And there's an angle that's out there, side by side, the end zone angle. It is like scary. It looks like the exact same play. Here it comes. Rolling right, the throw back.
Yeah,
and
the wobble of the ball.
It was a better throw and a tougher catch in the Bears game.
Well, definitely. See, that I'm glad you went there, right? Because there are a lot of similarities. It's amazing. But this is where I think we all got to take a little appreciation for Caleb Williams and his talent. And let this keep playing, guys. Caleb Williams throws this ball 20 yards farther than Joe Montana. And I want to tell you that the ball gets into the back of the end zone, DJ Moore's hands, before it gets into Dwight Clark's hand, and they release it at the same time, and he's 20 yards farther away. I'm just telling you that's how strong Caleb Williams' arm is. Here it is in the wind from the 29 to the back of the end zone. Basically, Montana threw it from the 11 or 12 into the back of the end zone, and Caleb Williams' ball gets there quicker than Montana's at real time, which is incredible. And this is where he's incredible, and this is where I continue to still believe in him. I don't know if this is lucky or good, right? But either way, we see a few throws every week that make our whole viewing room go, oh my gosh, holy crap. And that's why you got to hang in there with this guy and continue to work with him, because he's got some special talent in his game.
And by the way, one of us didn't really study the outline for the show the way that he should have, because Caleb Williams talking about that is set for later. But you know what? What the hell? Let's go ahead and hear from Caleb Williams now on that throw that he made that was shades of and arguably better than Montana to Clark.
When I let the ball go, I'm pretty damn sure that it's not going to be a bad play. If anything, the bad play is an incompletion. And I think I've proven that over my time so far, being here and, playing football and in college. So, when I let it go, I think it's a good ball. And at the least, it's going to be incomplete.
Have you seen the video of it side by side with Joe Montana's throw?
It popped up this morning.
What did you think?
It was a cool comparison. Obviously, a little bit different situation and things like that. But, I think it was a cool comparison video.
Now, if I recall correctly, the Montana to Clark throw, that was like one of the staples of the West Coast offense. I can't remember the name of the play. You probably do because you're a football historian.
Sprint right option. Sprint right option.
There you go. Sprint right option. Yeah. That's it. I remember it now.
Sprint right option, right? It's really a play where Dwight Clark on that play would have been the outside receiver. Montana wants to hit the inside receiver on a little flat route and get the ball to him right away. But they kind of cover it, and now the guy in the back, right, Dwight Clark, he kind of runs a curl route behind the guy that's running in the flat. But if he doesn't get the ball, then he retraces back to the corner of the end zone where you see him go. And that's the play. And it's a West Coast staple. And if you're in a West Coast offense in the NFL, it's one of the first 20 plays you're going to learn in that offensive system. And yeah, famous play. And then, hey, there's always been a little debate with Montana and all that too, whether he was throwing that away or throwing it to Dwight Clark, right? There was always that debate. It kind of went away through the years. I don't believe he was throwing it away. I think he knew exactly what he was doing, but there was that question out there for a while.
Well, and obviously the Montana to Clark play was so much more significant because, and I remember it vividly, I was 15.
Damn, you're old.
Or was I 16?
Woo.
I was 16.
Woo, you're old.
Screw yourself. But it was a changing of the guard moment.
Right.
Because all through the 70s, there was a handful of teams that ran the show. Dolphins, Steelers, Raiders, and Cowboys. Those were the four. And when the 49ers, who had been downtrodden throughout the 70s, when they pulled off that win over the Cowboys, when they took them out, you could feel that it was the change in the air. And it was something that for those of us who discovered football in the early 70s, we just kind of assumed that's the way it would always be. And here come the 49ers, and here's this skinny little long-legged guy from Notre Dame making this throw, and what a catch. And, oh, my God, the 49ers beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It really was a significant moment, and I was 16.
And Ed Too Tall Jones said, hey, you just beat America's team. And he said, you can sit your ass on the couch with the rest of America and watch us in the Super Bowl next week. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but that's, supposedly the banter that went on after Joe threw that touchdown there, and Ed Too Tall Jones didn't get the tip pass or deflection at the line of scrimmage there.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.